Despite the drill, baby, drill, sounds like a great jingoism, there is very little influence that Trump has on the decisions by the U.S. producers on how much capex, where they're going to invest it, much going into technology, really, than drilling more wells and fracking more wells. So U.S. production this year has grown by an estimated 300,000 barrels per day, which is way softer than last year, which was close to 1 million barrels per day. But more importantly, what this year tells you is that this is par for the course. So next year's expectations are also around 300,000 barrels per day growth. Of course, it's very price sensitive. We have to keep that in mind. So as long as WTI is supported well above 65 or around $70 a barrel, that's what we're going to see. But outside the US, we have about a handful of other producers for whom we are reasonably confident when putting out supply numbers, right? So there's going to be growth in Canada, Brazil, Argentina, Guyana, of course, and across the Atlantic in Norway. You raised the point of OPEC Plus. I think that's where the market attention is focused because that's the variable, right? So the previous 6 countries that I named, pretty much we know what's going to happen over there. With OPEC Plus, we've seen 3 postponements already. So of unwinding the 2.2 million barrels per day of cuts. So what that tells me, Martin, is that OPEC Plus, despite all the talk in the market, speculation, is managing to remain cohesive. It's the 8 members that are cutting these 2.2 million barrels per day are showing that they are willing to be patient. As you mentioned, they also extended the unwinding over 18 months in the last decision, that they're not going to do it over 12 months. So basically drip feed the market even after postponing the supply. So that's where the market will be focused. My own perspective on that is that OPEC Plus will remain patient. I think they'll try and put a floor, maintain a floor around $70 Brent. I think that's the most they can do and probably the least they can do in their view. They really don't have the bandwidth to prop prices much higher.